Hi, my name is Deanna Garola, and I'm a career counselor here at SMC, but I'm also the internship program coordinator. And I'm going to take you through our PowerPoint here on how to get internship course credit. Please also make sure that you see our other PowerPoint and video on our internship orientation, because those two together give you a lot of information about our program, but also help you pass the quiz so that you can move on with the internship process. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So how to get class credit for an internship. Something to keep in mind first and foremost is that you already need to have an internship that you've been accepted to. You've interviewed, you've applied, you've interviewed, and now you've accepted your internship. Okay, that's the point that you're at before you start looking at the internship program. Don't look at the internship program and then be expecting us to place you in an internship, because career counselors, career advisors, internship coordinator, we do not place you in internships. Okay. So just make sure you have that ready to go before you start this process. So need advice on how to get an internship. Maybe you're looking for one, right? So we have workshops that you could definitely attend online. When we're back in person, we will have them in person as well. So you can check out that link there. But you can also make an appointment with a career advisor or career counselor by contacting Career Services. They can get you some resources, some tools, show you where to look for internships. Again, they will not place you in internships, but we all give you the tools to kind of find what you need. We can help you with your resume. We can help you with interviewing. We can help you with the search process. Okay. So our information is below here, our phone number, our website, our webpage, our YouTube channel has some amazing workshops that you could look at, not just to do with internships, but to do with helping you with your resume, interviewing, looking for jobs in this remote time, trying to look at jobs that are outside the 8 to 5 typical box that you might be interested in creative wise. So those are some excellent links there. So do you have to take an internship class? So if you're an international student or you are participating in an unpaid internship, labor laws require you to be enrolled in an internship course. Okay. There are different processes through this internship process to belong to the program for domestic students who are, within the US and our international students. So make sure you take note of which type of student you are so that you understand what you need to do as far as the forms you need to fill out, if you need to meet with an immigration specialist, there are a little bit of different things, how many hours a week you can work. There are different requirements, okay? So if you're a domestic student and the internship is paid, class credit is optional. However, SMC's internship course units transfer to all 23 USCSU schools, but they unfortunately do not transfer to UCs or USC or any of the private universities. I will say, however, internships are extremely valuable on your resume, and employers love seeing 3 to 4 internships on student resumes when they hire you, but also when you're filling out your application for whatever school you're planning on transferring to, if you're planning on transferring, and even in your personal statement, college counselors, admissions, they love to see internships on your resume. It just shows that you're a well-rounded student who has taken initiative and who's gone above and beyond, working outside of their class time, their job, just doing more. Not only that, you'll get so many other resources, not only on the job skills, but you'll be networking, you'll be making connections. You never know that you could find a mentor at one of these internships who could get you your dream job someday. So just keep in mind that doing internships is extremely valuable. So how do I get class credit? Does the internship fall within the SMC semester dates? So you can check out the dates at that link there, but just keep in mind, if you find an internship toward the end of the semester or even halfway through the semester, you have to be able to find that internship and land it, and then go through the enrollment process. And the enrollment process opens usually a week before the semester starts. So for example, we're entering the fall semester of 2021. The fall semester starts officially on August 30th. The enrollment process for internship program will start on the 23rd. And we'll go till about halfway through the semester, okay? Keep in mind, as you get closer to that halfway point, you have less and less time to work hours. So you have to make sure that whatever internship you choose and whatever hours, whatever class you enroll in, which we'll get to in a moment, solves and it works with the weeks you have left of the semester, okay? Because we cannot count hours before you enroll in the internship class. So if you were working hours, you found this internship and then you started working before you enrolled in this class, we can't count those hours, okay? So just make sure you keep that in mind. For our domestic students, you have to have completed 6 or more units in the previous semester with a 2.0 or higher. For international students, there's a few more things to look at. You need to meet with your immigration specialist, and they will look at all of these things for you. So you've completed 2 academic semesters in full-time status, maintained a GPA of 2.0 or higher, been in good immigration status, etc. Okay, so it's a good idea to meet with your immigration specialist at SMC and get that eligibility letter. It's a good idea just to meet with them anyway, but you will be getting an eligibility letter from them in order to move forward with this internship process. You cannot move forward with us unless you have that eligibility letter. Okay, so that is extremely important. So which internship class should you choose? So there are actually 4 different counseling classes. I'm sorry, they're not supposed to be all A's. This is counseling A, this should be counseling B, this should be counseling C, and this should be counseling D, which I will correct after this video. But they are 4 different classes that are general internship courses, okay? We do offer other internship courses, which we'll get to in a moment. But this is for general. If you're not really sure where you're going with regard to major or career, you probably want to enroll in a general internship course, okay? So they depend, like this is a 1 unit. You would be working a minimum of 60, if it's unpaid, you'd be working a minimum of 60 hours per semester. If it's paid, you'd be working a minimum of 75 hours. Now remember, if you cannot meet this minimum within the weeks of the semester after you've enrolled, you cannot pass the internship course, okay? Now you might be saying, oh, well, I'm gonna be working a ton of hours, which is fine, but if you're an international student, we have this little asterisk over here. If you're an international student, please keep in mind that you cannot exceed 20 hours a week. That is only applicable for fall and spring, however, so winter, summer is a little different. But keep in mind, if you're deciding to sign up for 240 hours and it's almost halfway through the semester, how are you going to fit in 240 hours in the remaining weeks left? Okay, it's doable if you enroll at the very beginning of our semester, right? But if you find that perfect internship almost halfway through, might not be the best class to enroll in. You might want to enroll in one of the ones with the lower hours, okay? So we do have internship classes I mentioned that are major/career specific, okay? So here's a couple of them and their course titles and then the instructors. And here's some more. If you don't see one in these lists that applies to what you're interested in or what your major is, please feel free to reach out to the department chair and ask them, hey, is there an internship course being offered in this area? Because things change all the time and there could be new courses popping up every semester, really, right? So keep in mind that major focused internship courses, major or career focused internship courses are generally only offered in spring and fall, okay? So you're eligible for an internship. You've been offered an internship. Now what, right? So for domestic students, you need to complete the internship application form, right? Here's where that starts. You need to do the orientation as well, okay? So orientation / application form, it all kind of happens at the same time. If you qualify for the internship course, you will be notified by email with a link to the orientation 1 week prior to the start of the semester, okay? So this is how that, it's all kind of linked together. For international students, first, you must obtain an eligibility letter. I kind of already stressed that. Please reach out to your SMC International Student Center and request to speak to your immigration specialist to see if you are eligible to enroll in an internship. Complete the internship application only after you have your eligibility letter. All right. If you qualify for the internship course, you will be notified by email with a link to the orientation 1 week prior to the start of the semester. All right. All right. If you haven't already looked at the internship orientation one, which is a little bit longer than this, please review that so that you can put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And of course, if you have any other questions, you can contact us at the Career Center. But other than that, I wish you the best of luck in getting involved in our internship program, finding those awesome internships, and being a part of my class, hopefully. All right, have a great rest of your day or evening whenever you watch this, and we'll talk to you soon.